Dreamcatcher brush set, Viidreamcatcher. I didn't have a choice here. Hey guys, it's V. Today I have got a brush set review for you guys, and this is one of the higher end products that I will be reviewing for you guys probably ever. But this brush set, original price, $150. That's a doozy, but it is a 15-piece brush set, and it is from Luxie Beauty. It is from Luxie Beauty, and it comes in this wonderful box here. We'll put it right here. Perfect. So the brush set that I got is the Dreamcatcher brush set, and like I said, I had no choice. I had to get this brush set. It was called the Dreamcatcher brush set. I've had Luxie brushes in the past that I've really enjoyed. So $150, I thought about it. And I explained this in my December haul video, how I put this in my cart and then I just was still thinking about it because $150 is a lot of money to me. And Luxie sent me an email and they were like, hey, you left this in your cart. Do you want a 20% off to buy it? And I was like, yes. So I got it for 20% off, so I ended up getting it for $120, free shipping, which was pretty sweet, and it came really quickly in the mail, and I'm just tossing it around, throwing it at you guys. But it comes in this beautiful periwinkle holder that says Luxie up top here. Or it doesn't say Luxie, it says Luxie here. It just has the Luxie logo up top here. And it's got 2 snaps, and you just snap it off, and then you've got all your beautiful brushes here. I'll show you how this was packaged. It was packaged really, really nicely. All of the brushes, the big brushes, had this like meshy thing on it, which I actually kept those because if I'm ever traveling, if I ever become a fancy YouTuber, highly doubt it, if I ever become a fancy YouTuber that travels all the time, I may need that for something. And it comes with 15 brushes. I don't know if I mentioned that. So if you do pay the $150 price tag, you're getting 15 brushes, so it's around $10 a brush, which when you think about it is a decent price for a brush. I mean, depending on what brush it is. Like, say I wouldn't pay $10 for a spoolie, but I may pay $10 for a fluffy, nice powder brush. So when you think about it, 10 bucks isn't too bad, but there are a couple different ways to get discounts on Luxie stuff. First of all, if you sign up for their emails, they give you a 20% off code. I don't know if it works on that, but like I said, if you put it in your cart, maybe they'll send you a code as well. That would be pretty cool if they did that. Or you can follow them on Instagram. They usually post when they do sales on there, and they do sales a lot actually. So, I mean, follow them on Instagram and see if you can get a sale through that way. So, since I paid only $120 for this, I ended up only paying about $8 a brush, which is totally reasonable to me. I mean, that's actually like drugstore-ish prices, so not bad at all. These are cruelty-free, vegan, and paraben-free, so if that's important to you, these are that. And they have synthetic bristles. All of them have nice, beautiful, they start at the white and go down to a nice deep brown color, other than like, I don't know, the spoolie. That's pretty much the only one that doesn't do that. An interesting claim that they mention on their website is that these are coated with an antibacterial solution for minimal brush cleansing and to keep the brushes fresh and clean for longer periods of time. Now, I have some Luxie brushes, and they're actually, I think they're the same type as these. They have a rose gold handle, but they don't have periwinkle. They have light pink. I got them both from Gypsies, so I absolutely love it. It's my favorite blending brush that I have, and I believe that it's the same type of brush as this one right here. So I knew that I really liked that brush, so I was like, okay, I'll get this brush set. I really want to try it and I really want to review it for you guys, and it's called the Dreamcatcher set, so I just couldn't pass it up. So I've been using these for the past couple of weeks, and I just wanted to review them for you guys, let you know if you should pick them up. So I will start with each brush by themselves, but the first thing that I do want to mention is that I did have a little bit of a typo on my brush set. These do all say, I believe they all say the names of each thing on there, but unfortunately, these 2 brushes, which as you can tell are different, one of them is very tapered, one of them is just a big fluffy powder brush. They both say 502 powder brush, But this one is the 502 powder brush. This one is the 520 tapered face brush. So I did have a little typo there, but other than that, I don't think that any of my other ones have any wrong typos on them. I actually didn't check, which I probably should. Yep, that one's the only one that has a typo on it. So this one is actually supposed to be the 520 tapered face brush. So I'll go ahead and talk about that one first. So another great thing about these is that these brushes are supposed to be redesigned. They have a couple of brushes in their collection that are like these, but they redesigned the brush to make them a little bit better. So it tells you on their website which one of them is redesigned and which ones aren't. So this one is a redesigned one, the 520 tapered face brush. On their website, it says this one is great for powder foundation, lightweight tinted moisturizer, tapered, and can be used to apply blush to cheeks. So I'll go ahead and show you guys a close-up of this brush. First of all, I am in love with the colors of these brushes. The periwinkle and the rose gold is gorgeous together. So anyways, this one has a bit of a taper on the end to it, and it's nice and fluffy. It reminds me a lot of the blush brush from Real Techniques, right? It looks just like it. So I actually really like this brush. I used it for bronzing, and it gives a really great, like, fluffy bronzed. It's not like good for contour or anything like that, but it's good for blush and it's really good for bronzing. So that brush I really like. The next one is the 510 foundation brush, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not use this brush because I don't use these types of brushes to apply my foundation. So this is the one brush that I cannot ever see myself using from this kit, and for 1 out of 14 brushes for me to not use, I think that's pretty decent. On their website, they mentioned that this one is great for application of foundation, and fuller face can be used for cream contour products. So I didn't think about that. I guess I could use this for cream contour, but I don't have any cream contour, so can't use it. The next one is the angled large brush. This is the number 504. This one they posted as one of their best sellers, and it is great for blush, contour, and bronzer. I just used this one for blush, and I really liked it. It's really good at picking up product. It disperses it really nicely, and I like that it's angled so you can kind of just, you know, buff it on the face. The next one is the tapered highlight brush. This is number 522. This little brush. This is a good little brush, you guys. I really, really like this brush. This is one of the ones they said is redesigned as well. They said this one is more tapered, and it's great for powdered liquid highlight, baking technique, under eye setting powder, contour, and lightweight under eye concealing. And I totally agree with all of those claims. I've used this to contour, I've used this to bronze, I've used this to bake my under eyes, I've used this to buff out concealer on the under eyes, I've used this to put powder on the under eyes. I've used it just everywhere. I've used it for highlighting. This brush though, this is a great brush. I totally recommend it out of this set. It's really, really nice. So the next one is the large powder brush, number 502. This one says it's great for powder foundation, all over bronze, and setting powder, which I used it as a setting one. And honestly, I wish that it was a little bit more dense. It's very, like, you can really fold it over. I wish that it was just a little bit more dense, because I feel like when I'm applying the powder all over my face, like, I feel like I'm not pushing it in enough. Does that make any sense? I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels like it's really brushing it over and not giving as full of coverage as I usually like with my powder. So I do like the brush. It's soft, it's really nice, good quality brush, but I wish that it was a little bit more dense. And this next one is the Duo Fiber Stippling Brush, number 508. This one they say is great for liquid and cream foundation as well as cream blush. That's interesting, because I didn't even read that before I started using this. I just used it for regular powder blush, and I loved it. I used it today, actually, and you would think this would be, like, really big for powder blush, but it just really, like, it's really light. It really lightly disperses the blush, and I really like that about it, honestly. It's a really, really pretty brush, and I don't have anything like this one, so I really liked it. So that is all the face brushes that are included in this set, and now we're gonna go on to the eye brushes. So the first one is the 213 Shader brush. This one is also one of their redesigned brushes, and they say this one is more dense and tapered, great for all over lid shadow application. And I have to say, I agree. I really liked it. It's a really great size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It applied eyeshadow all over the lid really, really beautifully, and I really, really liked it. The next one is the 219 liner brush, and they say this one is great for gel liquid liner. I bought a gel liner and I tried using gel liner and it's really not for me, guys. It's just not for me. So I didn't use this for that. I used it actually after I put eyeliner on my lower lash line. I used this to put eyeshadow on top, and it's just the right size where you can get it exactly where you want it, and I really, really liked it for that. It picked up a really good amount of product. It actually picked up more product than I expected it to, for like it being such a skinny little pencil-y, linery type thing, but I really liked it actually, and I really think I'll actually get some use out of this. I didn't think I would because I don't like gel liner, but it works well for other things. So this next one is the Tapered Blending 231. This is the smaller of the two blending brushes, and they say this one is great for crease shadow application, works perfectly for people with hooded eyes and monolid. I don't know what a monolid is. Do I have that? Do I have monolid? I always thought I had hooded eyes. I don't know what monolid is. But this brush was really, really great. I loved it. It was, like they said, it's really amazing for crease. And this is the smaller of the two crease brushes. As you can see, the next one that I'll talk about is the larger crease brush, so it's much, much bigger. This one's really good for concentrating in the crease, like not necessarily blending. I mean, it's good for blending too, but this one's really good for like concentrating color in the crease area or the inner or outer corners of your eyes. Really love this brush. So the next one I'll talk about is the Tapered Blending Brush number 205. And they talk about this one is one of their redesigned as well. It's more tapered than before. Great for concealer, under eye setting powder, and spot concealing. Oh, I used it for crease. I didn't even think about using it for concealer, but I guess it would work for concealer also. I didn't even think about that, but it worked really, really well for blending crease eyeshadow shades. So I loved this little brush. It's super soft. Every single one of these brushes is extremely soft. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they are all really, really nice quality. They don't hurt to put on your eyes or anything like that. So this blending brush, I really, really liked it. And this one's really similar to the ones that I already have from Luxie, except for the ones I already have are more flat top, where this one is a little bit more tapered down the sides. The next one is the 217 pencil brush. And this one I liked. It was a little bit denser than I expected it to be. It's very, very pointed, which it's a pencil brush, it's supposed to be. But I used this when I really wanted to do a smoky cat eye, so I just used eyeshadow for a cat eye, and it blended really, really well, and it worked really well for me. It was a tad bit big for a smoky cat eye, but I really liked it, and I think I'll definitely get a lot of use out of it, especially for like a halo if I just want to get something right in that inner corner. And it would even be good for like inner corner highlight or anything like that. I like it. This next one is the 211 concealer brush. And it's got some glitter on it because I actually used it on New Year's Eve, and I used it to pack on glitter onto my lid, and I like just sprayed a setting spray on it and then packed the glitter on the lid, and I loved it for that. I don't know, I think it might be a little small for me for concealer. I like to use a little bit larger of a brush for concealer, but for packing on shadow and glitter on the lid, I really like it for that. It's a cute little brush. They say that this one is great for concealer, cream eyeshadows, and eye bases, which I think it's really good for cream eyeshadows and eye bases for sure. Now this is one I didn't think that I was gonna use, because in the Viidream tools set that I reviewed not too long ago, I got a brush like this and I was like, I don't really know how to use this, but I found out last night how to use this brush. This one is the Flat Definer brush number 221. And they say that this one is redesigned as well. It's shorter and more firm. It's great for tight lining upper and lower lash line and gel liner application. So what I use this for, I did use it to tightline my upper lash line, and it really actually felt a lot better than like an eyeliner feels. Like I put a little bit of gel on this, lifted it up, it didn't tickle as much, and I'm really not good at tight lining, so this helped a lot because it was a little bit softer on my upper tight line and it didn't hurt, like poke my eyes. It wasn't as uncomfortable as using like an eyeliner pencil. And then I also really loved this one for underneath. If I put some gel or if I put like a pencil liner and I just smudge it out with that, this works really well for that. I really liked this brush. I was so surprised that I liked it because I didn't think I was going to, because it's kind of weird and I didn't know how to use it, but I figured it out, you guys. I figured it out. Oh, has my necklace been like that the whole time? Oh, it's gonna bug me. Then we've got the 215 small angle brush, which is, they say, best for cream, liquid brow products and eyeliner application as well. I use this for my brows with a brow pomade, and then I went over it with a powder. Love this brush. It is smaller than other brow brushes that I have, like in terms of width. It's a lot smaller, it's not as fat, and I love that. Oh, I just spit everywhere. I love that I'm excited about this because all the other ones I have are really wide and they just do too much. They do too much at a time. This, I can really build it up and I can be precise, and it's so soft, and I just freaking love this little brush. It is so cute. Last but not least is the brow and lash one. This is the 201, great for applying brows and mascara. And yeah, that's what it's good for. It's just a spoolie. Can't go wrong with a good spoolie. Can't go wrong. And it's nice and soft. It's got really fluffy bristles, so good spoolie brush. Yep. So that is the whole set here. This is a really great value for this whole set. Now, would I say that it's worth $150? I think that price tag is a little bit steep, honestly. But it's really great quality. So, and these clean really well. I've cleaned them multiple times and I really love them. They don't shed on me at all, which is amazing because it's really hard to find a good set of brushes that don't shed. And they're vegan and cruelty-free, which is amazing. I totally recommend it. I mean, if anything, just for this beautiful color combo, periwinkle and rose gold, who would have thunk it? Luxie Beauty did. Just want to say again, I bought this with my own money, and I also just really want to say real quick that anything that is ever sent to me, I will tell you guys, and that'll be the first thing that I say about it, honestly, because I want you guys to know that I am an honest person and that I will never ever say a good thing about something that I don't really love. And at this point, no one has even come to me and asked me to talk about anything, so I mean, I'm just saying that for the future. I will never ever steer you guys in a direction that I wouldn't go myself. And so I want you guys to know that I'm an honest and pure person, and I truly freaking love this brush set, and I bought it with my own money. I can show you my receipt if you really would like to know. So that is everything, you guys. I hope you liked my review of this brush set. And like I said, out of 15 brushes, there's only one brush that I will not use out of this whole set. So pretty good in my opinion. If you guys like this video, be sure to show some love to the like button. It's right down there, right underneath the brushes, right here, guys, just right here. And if you subscribe, you can be one of my gypsies, and every single one of you guys counts so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.